Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where we're at today.
What's the origin of that?
Ollie Oxenfree? Let's look it up. But quick check-in.
Hey, everybody, I am good.
You sound fire.
Yeah, hello.
Any back, anything?
No, it's not that.
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Yes.
Here
now,
I am.
Now everything plug in, girl.
I'm here.
All the button up rest.
Yes, I am good. You know, it was quite a weekend. And the snowstorm was storming, isn't it?
It did. We did it. Number that little New England came through with the snowstorm. But before we get into that, Ollie Oxenfree is a childhood game phrase often used in hide and seek, signaling that hiders can come out safely without being caught, meaning all clear or all outs and free.
Huh.
I never knew that. Ollie Oxenfree. Why would they be let go?
All ye out
It's
and free.
Ollie Oxenfree.
Who the hell is Ollie?
I don't know. And it's OXEN free. Oxenfree, one word. Ollie Oxenfree. Possibly evolving from German or French and used in the end a round or transition game states. The phase signals a temporary truce or the end of a searching phase, allowing hidden players to return to base without penalty, and has even inspired a 1978 movie and the video game Oxenfree.
Oh, wow.
Yes. You learn something new every day here at Spark FM.
Every day.
Yes, sir.
Well, that was very interesting. Thank you for that lesson, girl.
Yeah, man. Good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Good. So it was a fairly decent weekend. You know, not a lot going on. Big 90th happy birthday goes out to Mr. Poopsie.
Mr. Poopsie!
Mr. Poopsie was 90, and we celebrated his birthday on Saturday, and that was very, very nice. Today is everybody's birthday. Everybody's birthday is today.
Is today? 27th
Yeah.
of January?
It's 27th of January. It is Kellyanne's birthday. It's Andrew's birthday. It is who else? It's like 8 of my Facebook friends' birthdays today, which is absolutely crazy. But happy birthday to all of the people, especially Kellyanne, who is a godsend to me in many, 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 many cases. There's a whole bunch of people. I don't know who it is. What else is going on? The weekend we had the snowstorm.
We had the big. So the snowstorm came.
Came through. 2
we
feet.
got about 2 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the 22 inches in the highest places. Which is, just about 2 feet.
There's 2 feet of snow out here in our driveway.
In our backyard, yes.
backyard.
Very, very light snow, though.
Yeah, very beautiful.
So I was like, you know what? Thank you, God, because I got into my little car and drove right over that snow. I said, well, look at me with an all-wheel drive vehicle sedan.
Unlike me with my 2-wheel drive, I was, come on, girl, we got this. Let's go, Sanj. Sanj, let's go. We're in here.
What's her name now?
Sandra Barber.
Sandra Barbara. It was a day outside, and it wasn't too cold yesterday either, which was nice. And then shout out, I got a piece of plastic to put on top of my car last night. So this morning when I came out, I just
Oh, you did it.
pulled off the piece of
How
plastic.
was that?
It was nice. It was good. I didn't have to do too much defrosting. That was only my front windshield though, but my back windshield is still very frozen.
Yeah.
Shout out to the city. I mean, y'all did the best you could.
Yeah, it was so weird because there were so many people complaining about the city, but at the same time, there was other people like, I've heard them coming down all day.
Yeah.
Today, I did talk a little trash because I was like, y'all could have definitely came down Howard Ave. Come on. Let's be honest here.
Yeah. Side streets, they didn't do very good jobs on. But
Yeah.
Even this street just now, driving up Deering Road, I was like, did y'all even come through here?
No.
But you know what it is, though? It's because these streets where they have people parked on both sides,
Yeah.
they can't come down. And then you can't because the streets are so congested with housing or whatever. You can't tell people, like, you only park on one side because where are they going to go? But I don't know.
And then even when the plow comes, you end up locking those people in.
Yep.
And then when they come out, they end up putting the snow right back in the street to get it off their car.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
And shout out to ordinary citizens too. As I was
What is
driving
that?
down the street, people who just live out here, because I saw a lot of people like digging out fire hydrants or digging out sidewalks. Young boys walking around with their shovels and whatever. So like we did the best we could. I did hear that there's another snowstorm coming this weekend. A nor'easter. So that's gonna be like that heavy, wet, nasty snow. Not looking forward to that. That's not the kind that I like at all. But
I had a couple of neighbors tell me, when you go to do your morning show, to ask Mayor Wu what happened to us.
What about
us?
Very-
Give it us free.
Very adamant about that.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but like you said, it's harder to come on these streets, especially like these tight, small streets.
Yeah.
It's harder to come up there with with snow plows.
Yeah.
My other thing, what was I saying yesterday? I also feel alongside with my request to Mayor Wu is y'all got to give a little $25 food assistance when we have 2 snow days. The children are hungry and there's not enough food in the homes to feed them consecutively, because when they're home, when they're bored, all they want to do is eat. I think CK ate everything in our house that is edible, that he's not allergic to,
And he was
sick. And he was sick. I thought that the boy was gonna be, when you sick, you ain't got no appetite. Mom, it was like 2:30. Should we start thinking about what we're gonna have for dinner? What? It's 2:30.
I went to the store yesterday and Noah called me on his tablet and was like, Mom, you at the store? Yeah. Can you get pizza bread, peanut butter crackers, Oreo cookies, that passion juice in the purple box, and you can just get those things for now, and we can pick up the rest of the things tomorrow.
Oh, what's the rest of the things?
That's it?
This was what else? What else is it that you could possibly want? Are you crazy?
They don't even eat nothing other
They
than
don't
that.
even eat nothing. The boy sent me a whole list of things that I have to get to pick up for now. So I don't know. But I wish he would eat. But then sometimes, like you said, it's a blessing that he doesn't, I guess, because what the hell?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I agree. During the kids ended up out of school again today. Why?
That's why I say I got to work.
Exactly.
They got a big bus with 8-wheel drive.
Well, maybe they couldn't dig out the buses because that was the reason.
Oh.
That was the reason for we go on the bus to public school system because we rely on them for transportation.
So are they spending the day shoveling them out today? Because if they don't, then the same thing is going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah. I would hope so. But yeah, so the kids were out again today. Noah was like, yes, I got a whole week off from school. No, you don't. You going back tomorrow. Even if I got to drive you myself, because my car can make it. You gonna go to school. But anyhow, that was that. So that's what all that happened with me over the weekend. Nothing much to happen.
Nothing too crazy.
It was bitter cold on Saturday. And then, like I said, it kind of warmed up for the snow, which I don't mind the snow as the cold is what I really, really hate. Hate it.
Me too. I don't like it. Sparkout did good the first couple of, that first day in the snow. He had a good time. He wore himself out. The between yesterday and this morning, though, I have to get him some shoes because he's not doing well on the floor.
I thought Mommy
Those
got the
things
shoes
are
for
too
him.
big, and they are just the most annoying thing that you could possibly put on a small dog.
And where's his harness?
The harness don't do nothing to help him on his feet.
No, he had the whole boots with the.
Yeah, he need the boots were separate, and it was the same type that we just got gifted. Yeah. So it's just hard to put on. They don't stay on, and then it's bad. I gotta get him some boots from Amazon. They're like $28. Anybody want to donate me $28 for boots for my dog?
Oh my!
He's gonna be so cute with his boots on. Get him red Nikes. But other than that, yeah, my weekend was pretty much the same too. Just, inside. It felt kind of quarantine-ish.
It did, and I liked it.
Yeah, it felt like we was inside. We were cooking. We were watching TV. We were doing work. All the things. So I liked it, and we need to do that more often.
Yeah, I welcome that.
Yeah.
I absolutely welcome it.
Me too.
I would love the opportunity to be in lockdown again.
Me as well.
Yeah.
As completely well. With that said, people, let's get into Tristan. What'd you do this weekend? Did you do anything fun?
I lost my phone.
How?
I lost my phone again.
Where did you go?
Shoveling. I lost my phone. Snow shoveling.
Oh, Jesus.
Shoveling the
Lord.
snow. How you call
Tristan.
it?
It's out
You
there.
call it snow shoveling?
Yeah, you'll find it after. You got to put in. You might as well just put in your insurance claim right now.
I know, because it ain't enough rice in the world.
That is wet. So galore.
Yes, sir.
I am sorry.
Anyhow,
that
people,
happened.
let's get into this show. We are going to reschedule. Today is Super Tuesdays. We are going to reschedule Nick Collins for a different day. He's home with his children today.
Yeah.
He would call in, but we think it's more better when they come in so we can be face to face. That way we can make sure that Carlos is here as well.
he's
So
a
we'll probably
face-to-face
touch
guy.
we'll touch base with Carlos today and then talk to Nick later.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
That works. Tomorrow, though, we will have Andrea James in. She is a black woman who is running for governor here. 2 weeks ago or last week, whenever it was that Governor Maura Healey announced her reelection, they also announced other people that were running, but they did fail to announce Miss James, which I think is really crazy. And they only announced the 3 white Republican males.
And
that
who are they?
I have no idea. So we will be speaking with her tomorrow to hear about her campaign for the governor, and I think it's very, very refreshing. I can't remember a time that a black woman ran for governor.
She's also running as an independent, so
Yes.
her battle is pretty uphill.
Yeah.
But like we as media, we are going to discuss all of them.
Yes.
Because of the fact that they all could potentially rule over us.
So that being said, let's get into this show.
Yes, sir.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387. Broadcasting live worldwide. This is Spark FM.
When I want you bad, and you can't do nothing for you. Oh. These girls ain't loyal. Ba-da-dee-dee-dee-bum bum bum. These girls ain't loyal. Oh. Yes. Spark FM online Today is Tuesday, January 27th. It is 9:42 a.m. 9:42 a.m. The weather today is currently we are at 14 degrees. However, it feels like 3. A high of 22 today and a low of 8. Cloudy conditions will continue all day. Wind gusts up to 21 miles per hour are making the temperature feel like 3. So that's where we are. And it is cold. It is cold. But it's New England. So I guess that's where we're at.
Yeah. It's New England weather. I mean, as far as New England weather, I think that we've had pretty mild winters the past couple winters.
Yeah.
Like I think the winter probably like 3 or 4 years ago was one where we got a lot of heavy snow. But for the past 2, at least, we haven't had heavy snow. So this was like, oh, it's not that bad. But the nor'easter is where it is. But anyhow, let's get into it. What Boston meteorologists are saying about another potential snowstorm this weekend. So let's get into that. On the heels of this week's monster storm, we're already tracking a nor'easter that could dump more snow on Massachusetts and the rest of New England next weekend, says NBC 10 News. Local meteorologists predict that a potential nor'easter is headed towards Massachusetts this upcoming week. On the heels of this week's monster storm, we're already tracking another one. Other meteorologists say a second storm could be heading towards Boston this weekend. Potential is increasing for another significant winter storm to impact the eastern United States this coming weekend. Boston just witnessed more than 19 inches of snow in 24 hours, and this new weather pattern could bring another major storm. As much as the Northeast digs out from the biggest snowstorm in half a decade, New York, Philadelphia, and Boston could all be on track to see another major system on its heels. According to Dan Brown, a meteorologist for Western Mass News, the storm could be coming from the Gulf up through New England. A potential strong storm may come out of the Gulf and make a run at the southern New England the second half of the weekend. He said, what Gulf? The Gulf of America?
Gulf of America.
Gulf of Massachusetts.
The Gulf of...
I'm surprised the Trump of America. The Gulf Trump of America.
Trump Gulf.
Trump Gulf of America.
Trump Gulf. Yes, that.
Yeah.
That one. I'm so glad that I voted for Mandami. Did y'all see him out there helping people dig out of the snow?
I saw somebody say, yeah, he out there helping people dig out the store because they did a terrible job with the streets of New York.
It says we have a Gulf of Maine.
Oh. Well, it won't be coming up from the Gulf of Maine. No, because Maine is above us.
It's coming from the Arctic Gulf.
I don't know
Gulf
where Gulf
tick.
is coming from. It's coming from the Gulf.
All right.
The Gulf is where it's going to come from. This last story here, Triz, is a drone's eye view of this weekend's monster storm. Can we look at that?
Let me see if I can get that pulled out. Drone's eye view. Let me see. Let me see. I'm pulling it up here. Oh, okay. This here? Winter storm. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Let's look at that because that sounds like it looks
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I know mine either. Well, because I didn't put it on. That's why.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Wait, I can't see it.
It's just delayed on your side.
Oh, okay, it's delayed on me.
Why is it not on the screen?
No, because I didn't put it up yet. That's why.
Oh, this is Massachusetts?
Good morning, Fresh Jan. It's not. I don't see it.
Hold it now.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
nice.
Rewind.
Where is this?
Yeah, I gotta bring it back.
Tell me what
that
I'm
is
looking
the
at.
that is the
downtown. That's the
garden.
Commons.
The Commons.
Yeah, the Commons.
Look at that dog running. Sorry, that's what I saw. Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, and it's such a nice sound.
Oh my goodness. Who's that? Paul Revere?
Paul River.
I saw some news station had some people walking through the Commons, and they had lightsabers. So they played the theme music from Star Wars as the people were walking through. It was really cute. But that is a nice drone view of what we were looking at. And the snow when it's falling is very, very beautiful. It's just the aftermath that is horrendous.
Shout out to the Warrels, though. They did something fun yesterday. They had a snowman competition that is due today. So if you were out there, if your kids are out there and they're looking for something to do, they can make a snowman and potentially win $100. All they got to do is tag them once they make it, and the winner gets a $100 gift card.
That snow yesterday wasn't even good enough to make snowballs. How was people making
It's
snowmen?
soft, right?
Yeah, it was very soft and fluffy and light.
I like a soft snow.
In some unfortunate news, a woman dead and her husband injured after being struck by a snowplow in the parking lot of the MBTA station.
I saw that.
Tell me about it. What did you
I
see?
didn't. I
hear
just saw
anything
the
about it.
headline. I didn't see anything more.
Oh, a woman is dead and her husband is injured after they were struck by a plow truck in the parking lot of an MBTA commuter rail station during the snowstorm on Sunday afternoon. The married couple was walking through the Norwood Central Station parking lot when they were struck by a Ford F-350. Oh, that sounds huge.
That's a big one, yeah.
That's huge. Around 2 p.m., according to the MBTA, the 51-year-old woman whose name hasn't been released was pronounced dead, while the 47-year-old man was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. In a statement shared with Boston 25 News, Transit Police Superintendent Richard Sullivan said a non-MBTA employee working for a private company contracted by the MBTA for snow removal was operating a Ford F-350 truck in reverse and struck the couple. Plow operator, a 33-year-old man, remained at the scene and was cooperative with detectives. This is awful.
He killed both of them?
No, the wife and the husband got yoked. This is an unimaginable, horrific incident, Sullivan said on behalf of the Transit Police and the entire MBTA organization. We express our most sincere condolences to the victim's family and friends. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. The Norfolk County District Attorney's Office is assisting the Transit Police Department with an investigation.
That man ain't never gonna be the same.
Not at all.
Never.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh man. There's no apologies I can take.
Yeah,
Life
that's
is-
crazy.
Yeah, I feel very, very
I
bad
feel
about it.
terrible about that.
Condolences to the family.
Very a lot of condolences. There's a video. Watch, a man is arrested for allegedly trying to light a police chief's cruiser on fire in Massachusetts.
I mean,
A
hey,
lieutenant caught the man pouring gasoline on the cruiser while it was parked outside the police station. Is that what it says, the police station?
wilding.
What is wrong with you? It is
Wild.
parked outside the police station in Abington. And the man is pouring gasoline on the car outside of the police station.
Oh, there is a video
yes, he is.
surveillance of it.
Yes, he is.
Then
He
the
was-
police comes out nicely and handcuffs him like, hey, what the f are you doing?
The police did come out like, hey, buddy,
Come here, could you put your hands behind your back.
what's going on here?
Are you okay? Like, are
He's just
you
a pouring that
just a
gasoline.
pouring? And then what? What was his plan? He didn't even run. He didn't move. He just was like, oh, they got me.
Such
God.
an idiot.
They got me.
Yeah, I'm like, what is going on? Speaking of mice in your car, I don't know. I just saw this. Whatever.
Help me out here.
When I opened my hood yesterday, there was definitely a nest in my car with some crackers and wrappers.
What do you mean a nest?
There was a nest.
Oh, you got
Like a bird's nest?
I'm hoping that it was birds, but it's probably not birds.
I think it was a rat.
It was a rat's nest.
Yeah.
They're inside. Yesterday when I was leaving, I went to go shovel off my car last night before the last walk and to whatever. And there was a path that went from the underneath of my porch up to the neighbor's porch. And I don't know what animal it was, but it was a clear path up on there. And it was clearly an animal. And things like that are happening. Like, they're just finding warmth and
just
eating
finding
things. You know, they're just
Don't do it in my car though. Like my car, dogs, for real? What's up with that? Are
What's
you kidding
up?
me?
What's up with it?
That's terrible. What else? Did we talked about that the Poro closed over the weekend? We talked about that. on
Yes.
Friday?
Oh, so it officially closed.
It's closed.
Okay, officially closed.
Yeah. This story too. Oh, it wasn't there, but
Dude, I wonder what they're gonna put there. We were guessing and thing.
Oh yeah, because we were talking about they're probably gonna put some kind of Asian something there, and we don't want. Oh, that's that. Isis told us that she heard that there was what coming? Oh, a Panda Express.
That's not. Oh, there,
Oh, yeah,
but it's
that's
not
right.
in the place of the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the same place as the Pearl.
Oh, the same place as the Pearl.
Do we? Is that fact? Do we
I don't know.
that?
I don't know. Panda Express in Dorchester.
I'm not a fan of the Panda Express at all.
It's just a fast food.
That Panda Express little orange chicken be hitting, Triz.
If you go, you know what orange chicken be hitting?
Orange chicken
Whole
always-
Foods orange chicken. If you get from the hot bar, you just get about $4 of that. That's a nice snack.
You know what orange chicken be hitting? That little orange chicken from Trader Joe's, the little frozen one that you buy. You put a little water in the pan and saute it.
Oh, really?
Oh, that little orange chicken. I'm like, oh, I love Trader Joe's. 'Cause Trader Joe's be making you feel like you is cooking. When you don't, you just be heating shit up. But it's like I am cooking dinner. From Trader Joe's. Hi,
Hello, Daniel.
Daniel, are you ready to go back to school tomorrow? No, Daniel hasn't been to school in 1 year.
He has not been. Oh yeah, Daniel has not been to school.
And not ready to go back to school. Oh my gosh! I said, imagine I wouldn't go back either. They
either.
put me out for a month. You might as well just leave me home because that's crazy.
Call it a loss
That
on
was a
my
loss.
this time.
Other unfortunate news: state police identified 20-year-old from Massachusetts, 20-year-old from Georgia, and a 41-year-old from Rhode Island that were killed in a accident. This accident sounds awful. So they were killed in a fiery head-on crash on the highway. Rhode Island State Police are investigating a fatal crash that killed 3 people early this morning. Just before 12:30 a.m., State Police headquarters received 911 calls reporting a vehicle traveling southbound on Route 99 North. Shortly thereafter, additional 911 calls were received for a crash involving the same vehicle on 146 North in Lincoln. So you heard that the car was going the wrong way on the highway. Investigators have determined that a Ford pickup truck operated by Dennis Aguilar Campos, age 41, of Chelsea, Massachusetts, was traveling southbound in the high-speed lane on Route 146 North. So he was going the wrong way.
The last time that you reported about an accident, somebody did the same thing. Remember,
Yeah.
it killed somebody else too.
That we knew.
Yeah.
So as Campos approached Route 116, his vehicle struck a Chevy Tahoe traveling north in the high-speed lane head on. Both vehicles were engulfed in flames. Troopers from State Police Headquarters and the Lincoln Woods Barracks, as well as members of the Lincoln Police Department and Lincoln and Cumberland fire departments responded to the scene. The Tahoe was operated by Jalen Radford, 20 years old from Randolph.
20 years old.
20 years old from Randolph, and he had a 20-year-old passenger with him of Lawrenceville, Georgia, who is Chimili Okonkwo. From Lawrenceville, Georgia. Them and the driver of the other car were all pronounced dead at the scene. There were no other occupants of the vehicle. The road was closed for 4 hours during the incident. That is awful news, because these kids were probably home on their school break. And that's awful. Terrible. Awful. In other news, BPD says that it didn't turn over any of the arrested immigrants ICE asked it to hold last year until they could be picked up and deported. So Boston Police Commissioner Michael Cox says ICE asked BPD 57 times in 2025 to hold immigrants the department had arrested until ICE agents could arrive to take them away for deportation, but the department rejected all 57 requests under Boston's Trust Act, which prohibits police from acting as surrogate immigration officials. BPD also denied all of ICE's immigrant handover requests in 2024, but ICE only made 15 such requests that year. In his annual report, Cox repeated past statements that this is all part of his department's effort at community policing, in particular the Trust Act's commitment to immigrant communities to work with them, not against them. Boston's immigrant communities should feel safe in reporting crime and quality of life issues to the department and in proactively engaging with all members of the Boston Police Department. The Trust Act, first passed by the City Council in 2014, bars police cooperation with ICE on civil detainers for people whom ICE has decided on its own to boot or to put on its garrisons. On its own garrisons. What is garrisons? I've never heard that word used as like that. Put on its own garrisons. Garrisons. Often hundreds of miles away without a court-ordered warrant. The ordinance does not prohibit BPD from working with ICE or other federal agencies to go after immigrants.
Garrisons means troop stations.
Put on its own troop stations. The ordinance does not prohibit BPD from working with ICE or other federal agencies to go after immigrants wanted for criminal offenses. It also doesn't protect immigrants who go to court following arrest. ICE has proven adept at hanging around courthouses while waiting for immigrants coming out of court sessions. They're supposed to be passing a law that ICE can't arrest people in the court right now.
Yeah, that should be. I feel like they should be waiting after a sentence is handed down to them from a judge, not waiting to abduct them prior to them going into the courthouse.
Exactly.
I don't understand that. Yeah. And if I am in the line because I have a natural right to be here, then you cannot take me out of the line because I don't have the natural right to be permanent. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It all sounds stupid.
It does.
However, know your rights. A lot of people are posting different things on how to know. We'll probably put one up too on our social media pages. If you see ICE in your neighborhood, you are not required to speak to them. You do not have to answer questions. You are not required to help them locate anyone. Observe from a safe distance. Share information with trusted organizations. Trust on neighborhoods if safe to do so. Do not interfere or put yourself at risk. And I often wonder, when you see a lot of these things happening, you see people taping and stuff like that from a distance and away. Mm-hmm. I wonder what that feels like for them too, to have to watch that and to know that your footage could possibly be, used in the grand scheme of things. You might want to go out there and lay some hands or to help somebody, but we're seeing that even when you help your neighbor, when you help women that have been attacked, that is almost a death sentence for you. So it's just like they're instilling so much fear in everyone at the same time, and I think that just kind of sucks.
That video, they have like a compilation video of the shooting over the weekend, and we'll get into that when we talk about the national news. But the way that so many people were recording that and they put it all together, like you can see it from different angles all happening. We'll get into that.
But we'll get into it. Because
In September, the regime sued Boston over the Trust Act, alleging Wu and Cox are only helping cartels, criminal gangs, known terrorists, human traffickers, smugglers, unvetted military-age males from foreign adversaries, and illicit narcotics that harm Americans by refusing to help round up brown people for deportation. I gotta reach out to this dude. Adam.
Yeah,
we gotta get him in here.
He's very it's this weekend has been a little bit
heart-wrenching.
Heart-wrenching and just kind of confusing as a whole.
Yeah.
Because I think that when stand-up white men who are practicing not only their one and two constitutional rights.
Yeah.
The very first two.
Yeah.
Did you hear Maura Healey's comment yesterday?
I just posted reposted it, but I didn't hear it. But when you're practicing your
pull it up, Trish?
your very first two constitutional rights, and the same people who have dedicated their lives to those same two constitutional rights, and I'm talking about MAGA. Because there was a lot of one-issue voters who were only against Kamala because of their perceived comprehension of her 2A stance. And now that this man has been shot practicing his first two amendment rights in this Constitution, all of a sudden, we don't believe in the First Amendment and we don't believe that you should bring your Second Amendment to the First Amendment. I think it's sick how we are making the rules fit to this regime as it goes. I think it's sick.
AOC was speaking out about it, and she was saying how they were saying you can't bring a loaded gun to the protest.
To a protest.
But but Kyle Rittenhouse was there shaking your hand and all kind of thing, and he actually killed two people with his big old gun.
They did a compilation of the different news scenarios.
Yeah.
For Kyle Rittenhouse, they did a full-on Bad Bunny performance with flashbangs, lights, deco lights, uplighting, mega concert, Super Bowl halftime show for Kyle Rittenhouse, who crossed state lines illegally with his gun and shot and killed two people. He got acquitted, but when this man is protecting a woman, he gets execution mafia style, and all of a sudden he should not be bringing a protest to a gun. A gun to a protest, or a protest to a gun.
We
Either way.
Well, because what they're saying is that he brought the protest to the gun. So I didn't want to skip this last story. Alone on the Ice, a Massachusetts native becomes the first woman to reach the South Pole solo and unsupported.
Oh, yes.
So shout outs to her, and let's say her name because
the South Pole?
The South Pole.
Wow.
I was like, damn, she might be disappointed to go up there and Santa ain't there because he's on the North Pole. Anyway, Monet Eliastam completed a 700-mile, 57-day journey across Antarctica, hauling 250 pounds of gear and sharing daily updates with followers along the way. For nearly 3 years, Monet Eliastam became a familiar sight on the North Shore, dragging 2 Jeep tires across beaches and through woods. Now she is known for something far more extraordinary, becoming the first American woman to ski solo and unsupported to the South Pole. The 36-year-old reached the South Pole on Sunday, completing a grueling 700-mile journey that began in November at Hercules Inlet. Over 57 days, Eliastam, a Massachusetts native, skied across Antarctica while hauling about 250 pounds of food and equipment behind her. As she made her way across the ice, Eliastam documented the journey online, building a following on Instagram through daily updates. I wanted to be very open about the ups and downs. If you only talk about it once, it's done. It's easy to sugarcoat, she told Boston.com. But for me, people have been known to follow along and have seen so many ups and downs. She described the days as long and physically demanding, with motivation not always easy to find. Skiing 10 to 15 hours each day was exhausting yet empowering, she said. On an average day, she burned about 7,000 calories while eating only about 5,000, constantly remaining in a calorie deficit.
Ooh, she's gonna be skinny.
She's gonna be cut like a action figure. To keep herself motivated, she wrote messages on the ceiling of her tent as the first thing she saw each morning. I cried a lot. I had some really hard days. I had things written inside my tent that I would read every single morning. Right above where I opened my eyes, I'd written, the only way out is through, and the only way through is to keep going, so get up. Good for her.
That's amazing.
Good for her.
That's so cool.
Oh, is it?
I would never.
That's so cold.
I
is
cannot,
what it is.
I cannot, but good
And
for her.
lugging tires behind her, 2 Jeep tires.
Well, that's what she was doing to train.
Wow.
So that she could pull this 250 pounds of stuff that she was pulling behind her to go on this damn solo ass 57-day trip.
I mean, it must be a very nice goal to accomplish for someone to somebody who would like to accomplish said goal. Not me.
And I have Governor Healy's statement.
Yes,
on,
please.
ICE. In
yes,
Minnesota.
because that'll roll us into it. Yes, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Co-workers of Alex Preddy honor him. This just isn't right. You know, this is so wrong, what's happened. It was so unnecessary. There was no need for all of that to go down in the way that it did. It is just an example of how out of control ICE is. It's why I call on Kristi Noem to resign. It's why I call on ICE to get out of these cities and these states. Donald Trump needs to rein this in and take this back. We have people who are clearly untrained, who work for ICE now. As you know, a lot of people were recruited with $50,000 bonuses, come work for ICE. Minimal training. I've talked to colleagues in other states. Some of the training is online training. Online training. You would never run a law enforcement agency, or any agency, frankly, with online training. And what we have seen happen in Minnesota now, week after week, is action and conduct that is not consistent with good law enforcement practices, is harming public safety. It's not helping public safety. We actually have the safety and the well-being and lives of residents and Americans threatened by ICE's presence in these places. And I don't know what else it's going to take. I encourage people to read the statement of Alex Preddy's parents, Susan and Michael Preddy. Read that, take that in. Think about who this man was. An ICU nurse who served our veterans. And in that moment, watch the video. Watch any of the versions of the video. I know what I see. I know I see somebody who's standing with a cell phone, which, by the way, is a First Amendment protected right in this country. And I see him also looking to protect a woman who ICE was coming after, okay? That's what I saw. So my heart goes out to Alex Preddy, to his co-workers, and I really hope Americans take this in and understand the very sad and dangerous moment we've reached in this country. And it's why Kristi Noem has got to go.
She did speak on the First and Second and the Fourth Amendment. I'm going to see if I can fast forward there.
Communities, Preddy, and who he was. It's not right. You know, what was it last week? We saw the release, the disclosure of an ICE memo to ICE employees. That's wrong, and people have a right. People have a right. And that right later appeared in the United States Constitution.
This is
the Fourth Amendment. Homes without a warrant and ransack their property.
This is really
to go right into someone.
Wrap this up.
Away the Fourth Amendment, you have the right to go right into someone's home. As governor of Massachusetts, that infuriates me. Because 250 years ago, it was a lawyer named James Otis who stood before a court here in the Commonwealth and said it is wrong for British soldiers to be able to go into people's homes without a warrant and ransack their property. That's what led John Adams to write the Massachusetts Constitution, which said that's wrong and people have a right. People have a right. And that right later appeared in the United States Constitution, the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment. So here we are celebrating 250 years of American history, and we've got a federal administration that's ready to throw out the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, the Fourth Amendment. I could go on. That's why people in America need to take this in for what it is, okay? And understand, just juxtapose the videos and the testimony and the accounts alongside statements you're seeing from the likes of Kristi Noem, Greg Bovino, and other people who don't know what they're doing, are not doing their jobs responsibly, and are certainly acting in ways that are unlawful, unconstitutional, and do a huge disservice to the American public.
Talk that talk, Maura.
This needs to stop.
Yeah.
Say that.
Get angry, Mar.
Say that, Moors.
Get angry.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I was angry this weekend. Because the same people, again, that talk about these first two constitutional rights have all of a sudden switched their beliefs. All of a sudden, you don't bring a gun that you're legally able to carry to a protest, meaning you can't bring your gun outside. That's crazy.
Yep. And I learned too that Minnesota has very, very freeing rights when it comes to carrying, to the point where you can carry your gun into the Minnesota Capitol building.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can because you have the right to open carry, conceal and open carry.
Yeah.
So you can carry your gun into the federal buildings there. That's how open or whatever the laws are there. It's awful. It's just awful, and it's scary.
It is.
It's very, very scary to look at and see, because it's just like, if they're doing this to American citizens and white men.
Hey, white ICU nurses.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll reset and we'll get Carlos on the line to talk about what's going on between P3 here in Massachusetts, the governor race, and how that's going to be heating up, and other races that are going on in Boston that we just got to keep a watch eye on. Spark FM Online. We'll be right back in a few seconds.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on, and we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
Prioritize your mental well-being with Kuji Jakalia Wellness Center, a Black woman-owned therapy practice committed to culturally affirming care that understands you. Our licensed therapists specialize in personalized care, offering virtual sessions Monday through Friday by appointment. because your healing should fit your schedule.
At Coogee Wellness, we embrace the principle of Coogee Jakalia, meaning self-determination, the power to define, create, and speak for ourselves. Your healing journey is yours to own, and we're here to support you every step of the way. We also offer individual, child, couple, and family therapy, helping families connect, heal, and thrive together.
Visit us at CoogieWellness.com and book your appointment, because when you heal, the community heals too.
Praise the Lord, City of Boston. This is Brother Chris right here on Spark FM.
Come on, sing it.
Bringing you Sunday morning worship each and every Sunday morning, 6 to 10 a.m. Let's get our praise on.
Spark FM.
Some of them don't like me. Some of them just fight me. All of them could rock so.
Spark FM.
One girl every day. One girl every day. Say me name and me magically appear.
Spark FM.
Body better get her cause she out here looking fun. Better pop it because I'm out here popping mine. Don like this Don Julio gon' do the trick every time.
Spark FM.
So can you come pick up your clothes? I have them folded.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at SparkFMOnline.com. Turn us up.
All right, let's take a look.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rock.
I can't deny it. I'm a rider. You don't wanna with me, but hey. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all know nothing about that type of music. It's before Daniel's time. He wasn't even a glimpse in his mother eyes.
He's like, I don't listen to that stuff.
This is when music used to be good. Y'all got to listen to this classical music.
Classical.
It is classical. Carlos is going to be tuning in 1 second right here, because we got to talk politics, because it is Super Tuesday. Super Tuesdays is when we talk to things and find out what's going on in your local government and how you could know better so you can vote better when it is time. Those are coming out this year, Carlos.
What?
Know better, vote better.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, because this is the time that it's needed.
You got my
we got
sizes?
to yes, we got to get serious here about our activism.
Yeah, for real.
All right.
For real.
Do you see us, Los?
Maura Healy got you hyped up. I can't see you guys. I can just see myself. But I can hear you all.
Oh, good. We can hear you, so don't pick your nose or nothing like that, just in case we can see, everybody can see you.
It's not my style, Sauce. That's not my style.
Sometimes when you got a little something in there, you try to get it, and you be like, they not having me on camera, so maybe I can get it, and then that's what happens, and they see you. And then Tristan swips it over to you real quick while you in the middle of, trying to clear out your noisy passages.
I know Triz's style. I've seen Triz catch y'all enough. I'm not letting him catch me.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing today?
Doing well. It's a little cold. I got the heating pad on my lower back from all that shoveling the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I need a better salt.
I said my tailbone feels like it's coming out of my spine.
Oh, wow. That is graphic.
Okay.
You've got to hire someone out.
You might should have called out today. You might should have stayed home.
This is just so crazy. It's because everybody was complaining yesterday about all the snow. And you know what? I was such a domesticated daughter yesterday. When my daddy came in from shoveling all the snow, we had made him soup and tea, and I got him a blanket and all kind of stuff because I am a soft woman who believes
on the inside,
on the outside too.
Oh, wow.
Who believes in reciprocity.
She can't even say the word.
There you go.
What is
She can't even say reciprocity.
So that's why this winter, I'm going to find me a husband.
Get it.
Because he's going to be like, oh, when I go out to shovel, I'm going to come into a nice breakfast sandwich and some hot tea,
Oh, that is nice.
That's the kind of woman I am. 617-272-3387. Call me now.
Cuffing season continues. Cuffing season continues all the way till May.
All the way till May. I got time. Boy.
And she's a cooker too, y'all.
I'm a
for
cooker.
real, for
I
real.
be cooking.
She do.
And I could bake a little. I can make pancakes as well.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Look at me, a prize.
I'm gonna sell my sister.
Pancakes.
Carlos, so we were supposed to have Nick Collins in today so that we can get an update about the taxes and stuff like that. He is still scheduled to come in later on this week, but given today, we got to do a little rushing around. Can we get a little precursor to where we stand right now when it comes to taxes in Massachusetts? We'll get into a little P3 and what's going on with that. And then I did wanted to lightly touch on the governor race right now because I just came across a thingy of some other governor that was running in some other state who has dropped out because he was like, Republicans have no chance of winning at this point. So we'll touch on all of those three things today just for a little briefing. And then this is a politics week, everybody, so be prepared.
Yeah.
Let's start with
Let's say taxes. We'll say taxes in Boston because what Councilor Brian Worrell and Senator Nick Collins and Williams Brownsburg have been working on is taxes in Boston, right? So the Michelle Wu tax bill went to the State House again in this new session in January. It pretty much got voted down. I think it was like 33-5 or something like that in the Senate out of the 40 members. So what I've learned and what I've read so far is that a lot of what's in her bill, probably about 75% of what's in her bill is in this new proposed Boston tax bill from the Senate. So it's been rewritten. It doesn't have everything. We mentioned that before. It doesn't have everything she wrote in her bill. They've adopted what they like and they've changed what they don't like. And now that will go to committee and that'll come out from the House, from the Senate floor and be voted on by the colleagues. And that'll be the bill that Senator Nick Collins and Senator Williams Brownsburg and others have been able to write, add amendments to. They'll be able to vote on the amendments.
So this is a comprehensive plan. A little bit of hers, a little bit of theirs. More of a
comprehensive plan.
Okay.
Right. And I believe they did pass some amendments in the meantime. I think I saw Brian Worrell, Councilor Worrell, and Senator Nick Collins talk about getting tax relief for seniors in the bill, as well as small businesses. So they are making some progress on this at the state Senate level on this tax code for Boston. Again, it's not anything that's going to reverse what already got into your mailbox in January. It might not even fix it by the next quarter, but hopefully by the end of the year, third quarter, fourth quarter, then it might kick in. Then it might provide some relief, at least to seniors and small businesses as they continue to revamp the bill.
So right now, the 13% is active. That's what it is.
Yes.
Okay.
And what Nick Collins is proposing are rebates. To kind of
rebates, and then the larger bill will have more. It'll have all kinds of details. It'll have rebates. It might have reclassifications of who falls into what class of assessment. So it'll probably be a more comprehensive bill. At least that's what they're promising. And then you have Senator Collins on at the end of this week. He'll be able to go into more details about it. But from what I understand, talking to him and other colleagues and reading, that they are making progress on the Senate version of that bill.
Okay.
And when it comes, how long does this process usually take? So they've been going back and forth for a while now.
Yep.
Now it's moved into, a more finalized state and it's getting there. How long does this take to see some relief, get some help?
This process can happen as fast or slow as the Senate wants it to happen. So they can do committee work within a couple of weeks and get it done and get it on the Senate floor for a vote. Or depending on how many amendments there are and how many people are writing on this bill, it could take months. So it's really up to the Senate president and the committee chair, whatever committee falls under. I'm not sure if it's economics. I'm not sure what Senate committee it falls under, but they dictate the speed of when it comes out of committee, when it ends up on the floor, and when the floor gets to vote for it.
Okay.
So it could be week. It could be done in a week. It could be done in 2 weeks. It could be done in a month. It really moves at its own speed. The Senate and the House, just like the council floor, they move at the speed of the chair or their president or their council president or their Senate president or their House speaker. They dictate the speed of those.
Okay. So it might take a while.
or it might not.
Or it might not.
It's like.
But the way the city and the state move is.
They schedule it for a wide block. They say we're going to be there within these 8 hours, and it could be it could only take an hour, but it might, they leave themselves a lot of leeway.
All right, I guess so. And so, like she said, this 13% has already kicked in for most people.
Yep.
They're starting to feel it, and this could potentially be just some long-term declassifications, some potential relief, some rebates. We won't know until it continues to go through its process.
That's correct.
Sounds boring.
You can follow it more closely. Besides tuning in here at Spark every Tuesday, you can also reach out to your state senator. Your state senator will have a much closer look at it. So those of you that can hear my voice, who are represented by Senator Nick Collins, Senator Liz Miranda, Senator Lydia Edwards, Senator Sal DiDomenico, Senator Mike Rush, any of those senators in the Boston area, you can call their office at the State House and then ask them about the bill, and they'll be able to tell you exactly where that bill is in process.
And this is
or their office can tell you.
Massachusetts tax bill. It's not Boston City.
It's Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
It is
statewide.
It's geared towards Boston, but it is in the Massachusetts State House, so it's still legislation that still has to go through the State House.
Okay.
Because of home rule petitions, cities can make ordinances, but they can't pass their own state laws. They have to go to the state legislature to do that.
Okay.
I don't know what I was just going to ask just now, but it was something along the lines of voting in the House and the Senate. But I can't remember it, so that's fine. I'll come back to it later. So we'll talk more detail about that tax bill with Nick Collins when he comes in later this week. In other news, when it comes to Boston, is P3. Many articles are starting to drop. There seems to be a lot of different conversations going around. It's not looking too good for the administration and how things went about. So I'm trying to figure out how do we save this and how do we save face for everybody? Because this, I read an article yesterday by the Boston Business Journal or something like that. Half of it, whatever I can see.
Look at you, you were deep in the weeds if you're in the Boston Business Journal.
I had a subscription once, and I think they charged me $450, and I said, "Oh God, damn, we can't do that no more." But basically,
what's that app that you paying for subscriptions you don't need? You need that app, that Rocket app.
Cleaning app or something like that, because that's crazy. Rocket, I do have Rocket. I don't know why I don't use that, because there's a lot of subscription that I didn't know I had. What the article basically said is that Mayor Michelle Wu, and this is loosely translated, she believed that the proposal was pretty much not going anywhere and wasn't moving fast enough. Decided to axe it and give it to somebody who can move it quicker while still trying to keep the promise of a better Madison Square. And I think that Madison Square is being pitted in the middle of this custody war, because it's either fix up the Madison or build a new Madison. So I'm not sure where we're going, where we're at with here.
Yeah.
So let's back up a little bit before we even get to the Wu chapter, because I want to give people some history. Parcel 3, just so people know what P3 is, it's a parcel in Boston. It's across from the Boston Police Headquarters. It's behind Madison Park and sits between the corner of Ruggles, what we call Ruggles Projects.
Yeah.
That site was cleared in the 60s for this parcel.
In the 60s?
In the 60s?
That's why I paused there, just so y'all could do that right there. Yes.
Oh, well.
That's how long they cleared. There was housing there. They cleared the housing
70 years ago. Did I do the math right?
Oh, you got some elders about to be mad at you, but yeah, close too.
Wow.
So just so you know, they cleared the houses that were on that project. It hasn't always been just a parking lot and empty land back there. So Parcel 3 has been in existence for development for over 60 years.
Since 1965.
The can just keeps getting kicked down the road. So now, 2023 was the last time it was designated to some developers. Some of those developers include people of color, firms that are owned by people of color. There's supposed to be some science labs, some housing, An Embrace is supposed to have a museum there or cultural center there.
Yeah.
And like you said, Hot Sauce, Mayor Wu decided that because she won a grant for $700 million for the redevelopment of Madison Park High School, that she'd rather cite that school there instead of what was designated for Parcel 3.
Okay.
The developers of Parcel 3 think that they can fit both there because they were already planning to house a school there. She doesn't think so. So now this is where it gets a little tricky. The developers obviously aren't happy. The development team, they feel like the rug got pulled from under them. They are organizing a community listening session on February 2nd at a church. Let me just make sure I got the church right, so I give you all the good information. 12. Oh, look at you. 12
I just
Baptist
guessed
Church
because
at
that's
6
where we
p.m.
do
Look at
everything
you.
at 12 Baptist. That's
Is that
what,
Warren Street?
Just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, that's where you got to go there for all of the community meetings.
12 Baptist Church at 6 p.m. on Monday, February 2nd. And now what I would say, now I heard what you said, you let in, you think it could be a win-win, and possibly maybe you can put both of these on one site, depending on
Why would we do that?
the design of the site.
Okay. I'm listening. Sorry.
You can design a building to fit, it could be a rectangle, it could be a 90-degree angle, it can be a circle. Like you can fit certain things there if you have the will for it. So what's interesting to me is someone that's been following P3 since I started in politics was like 2005. And it was an issue then when I was first running for office in 07, is that the greater community is not really informed well about it. And I think that falls on elected leadership and community leadership. So you can have a community listening session. And I don't mean to disparage it because we should have more of these to get the community involved in understanding what the pros and cons are of these developments and what's at stake. So now we're organizing at the 11th hour, which is still better than never organizing. But now you have to bring the community together, educate them on Parcel 3, educate them on funding, educate them on what you're building there, and ask them to, I guess, hold the line with them in opposing the mayor's choice of one or the other and saying, how about and instead of or? Yeah. And that's kind of the crux of the battle that you're going to see happen publicly, is whether she attends this meeting or sends representation to listen to the community, what the consensus is of the community and what they arrive at, and then whether she acquiesces, whether she agrees with them, or whether she's going to go her own way and stick to her guns, saying that they don't have funding, that it's not going to move forward. They'll have to make the case that they do have funding and it is moving forward. And that's what we're up to listen to for the next probably couple of weeks as this goes back and forth.
I was reading something where they said that they are asking her for more time, and given the climate of finances and everything that's going on with the administration and cost per whatever, they said it's been really, really difficult to move forward. So one of my questions when reading that is like, why is it difficult for them to move forward? But if another developer comes, why won't they have the same difficulties getting it up and running?
Good question.
And what is taking us so long?
Yeah. And is there a deadline for decision making with this?
Yeah.
So they've asked for an extension, an appeal, so that they can continue their designation, so they can continue doing the work as the designated developer, right? They want to continue to have community meetings. They want to find a win-win with the mayor so that Madison Park can be retooled and rebuilt, and that they can have their development there as well. So that's what they're asking for from her. The reason, my opinion, the reason why it's taking so long is because different mayors have been kicking this can down the road, and until they can find a development, and it's all them kicking the can down the road. Sometimes it is financial hardship. We saw the housing crisis bubble. I think that was like 06 to 08. That no development was happening then. Finances and things like that. So finding that right mix and finding a developer is important. They can sustain that and do it is important. And I just think that they've kind of been playing some political games with it. They haven't. It's been bad timing and political gamesmanship. So the $700 million for the Madison Park, I think, is close to a guaranteed thing. Again, I would love to see both of them being developed in conjunction, where you have both there. But that's a conversation the community of Roxbury should be having. What the design looks like, where does traffic empty out, where a storefront's going to be, how do you want your neighborhood developed? If people aren't going to come out and voice that, then they get what's decided for them.
How do you feel? Like, did we ever ask, how do y'all feel about doing Madison instead of just fixing what we have? Like, that's a good piece of school there.
I didn't think that there was anything wrong with Madison. What's wrong with Madison?
It just needs Madison needs a facelift and it
updated.
needs to be updated. So like a lot of these legacy businesses out here that you go and you be like, this still just change a floor.
How old is O'Brien compared to Madison?
It's the same building. The building was built at the same time. So, but the idea is you want to compare it to something new. You want to compare it to like Worcester's vocational high school, which is the most state of the art, right? So you want to be able to compete with that. Worcester's a regional center for Massachusetts. You want Boston, the capital city, to have a vocational school and a trade school that rivals that. So you could really rebuild this school. You can have both. You can have a state of the art campus with good science labs, auto mechanic, woodworking, all the trades that are people are retiring from, right? You're having people are reporting hundreds of thousands of people retiring from manual trades. AI is not replacing roofers, right? AI is not getting up on your roof and they're not doing plumbing. So if these things can be taught in a state of the art school in your neighborhood, and your kids from your community can go and make wages when they graduate high school that will allow them to buy property, send their children to college, be productive citizens, then that to me should be the primary investment. But I don't think it has to be at the stake of another investment that would create wealth in the community either.
Yeah. I guess if we look at things kind of like logistically, right? Like it's easier for them to build a new building and move the kids there than it is to like repair the current building while there's kids occupying the space, if we have to think about it like that, right?
Yeah.
Possibly. They should probably have a cost analysis in their report that shows that. Like, we don't have to take their word. Someone had to do that cost analysis and say, should we tear this building down? Do we keep the frame and tear the inside down?
Yeah.
Somewhere in the plans that is laid out. And it takes the due diligence of people to go to these community meetings and listen and read those plans and understand them.
Yeah. I also think that it wouldn't be a bad idea to do both. You know, make an extended campus of Madison in there, have a little maybe upper curricular classes or, you know, I don't know. I feel like Madison deserves whatever we got to make it need to be what it is.
And then, in that too, if they're talking about building a new Madison, then what happens to O'Brien? O'Brien stays there and they're only doing the Madison?
Because they were trying to move the O'Brien for a while. And then they failed on that.
They were trying to move O'Brien. There was community pushback for that move.
Yeah.
They can do both. They can separate the building. I mean, you could design this campus however you want with the kind of money they're talking about, right? You could put Madison Park in the middle and build retail around it on the outside of New Delhi Street.
Okay. Yeah.
So, you know, the Dearborn School is a recent example of a school that won this grant and was built from the ground up. So anybody that wants to kind of really do their due diligence and research, look at the Dearborn School in Roxbury and see what it went through.
That's a beautiful school.
It is.
It's a very beautiful school.
That money that came to redevelop that school came from the same pot that's coming to redevelop Madison. So, and there was some neighborhood pushback. People didn't want it. People wanted housing. They wanted condos. They wanted apartments. But it was a great school. And I think when I was a rep, one of the schools we fought to get that funding and make sure it stayed there because they had so many kids of ESL and from the 5th Suffolk district that I represented at the time attended that school. We wanted to protect it and preserve it. So, it's a lot.
It's interesting. I think that what they had planned for P3 was really dope.
Me too.
Especially the contractors that they were going to try to have. They're going to try to have majority black contractors there as well.
Yeah.
I think if they could do both, it would be really ideal. Especially, I think Madison, the lot that Madison and O'Brien has, all that they have the field and all that behind it.
It's a big campus.
That's a big campus.
Yeah.
Like that should be redone and just like. Stay there and be redone because
I just don't want them to make it housing. I don't want that.
Nobody. It would be depressing.
Yeah.
To Triz's point, and I don't want people to miss this. We have Roxbury has the most vacant developable land in the city of Boston left. Right, all the large vacant parcels are in Roxbury. So when you think about a project that's $700 million or more, we're talking about parcel 3, and you're talking about the development of that project, and you're talking about contractors, and you're talking about black contractors and people of color and women, people that have been historically left out of development processes. These are opportunities for companies that come from your neighborhood, that employ people from your neighborhood to make tens of millions of dollars, right? Not all of this is going towards bricks and rakes and shovels. A lot of that money goes to payroll. So you're talking about laborers, you're talking about people that can make $40 an hour, $50 an hour for months, if not years. And that money, if they live in Roxbury, guess what? They're probably going to eat breakfast at the Silver Slipper. And they're probably going to get some groceries from somewhere in the neighborhood. And they're probably going to eat at a restaurant in the neighborhood. So that money stays in your neighborhood when you allow it to be captured by people that look like you.
Need to kick
from
over a
your
little
neighborhood.
$2,000 to the Silver Slipper so they could put a coat of paint in there or something.
But what I'm saying is,
But Silver Slipper is the perfect like comparison. Like we know that it's dope, and we're gonna go there regardless.
Right.
But you don't want to keep on going like Silver Slipper. Come on, come on.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. But
Donate an
when you
Apple
look at
Pay
White
machine.
Stadium- when you look at the millions going into White Stadium and the Parcel 3 and these developments happening in our community, you have to ask yourself, what benefit is it to the community? Not just the final piece of it in terms of access and use, even though that's important, but all the way along the way. Who's in the planning process? Who's getting the jobs? Who's getting the contracts? How much money is coming back to the community? I mentioned us talking about, we always want to control our community, but if we're not controlling the economics and we're not controlling the finances and investment in our community, then we're really not mastering politics in our own community. So I understand we want to look other places. We want to look at Minneapolis. We want to look at all these other places where stuff is happening that's bad or questionable. But there's stuff that we need to take control of right here in our backyards that impacts our lives a lot more. So
Speaking of right here in our back, there was the question. How many? So we're gonna switch over to still local, but a little bit out. Massachusetts, we are gearing up for a gubernatorial race.
Yes.
I just had to look it up. There are quite a lot of candidates that are coming out. Maura Healey has announced her re-election bid alongside 3 other Republican white men. And there are a bunch of no party and 1 other Democrat. 2 things. How many mass representatives do we have at the top level over there in Washington that are making these decisions? Because oftentimes I seeing people say, call your senators, call your people, and call your whatever. If we have Republican senators that are in different parts of Massachusetts that are siding with Trump and stuff like that, can we in a different part still call them and apply pressure to them about what is going on? Do you understand what I'm saying? Am I saying that right?
I think so. Yeah. I'm not sure how many Republican Congress people we have in Massachusetts. I'm not sure we have any Republican Congress people.
Okay. All right.
I think we have Republican state reps and Republican state senators. I think we have about 23 Republican state reps and maybe a few less than that as senators, right? So you could, and they do back Trump at times, and they do back other Republican candidates that back Trump. You can call them, but political pressure, you can't really put pressure on them because for a few reasons, in my belief. You don't live in their neighborhood. You're not a constituent of theirs. You're not organized in their neighborhood. You don't know the residents of that neighborhood to organize them to put pressure on them. So that stick doesn't really reach that far, right?
Okay.
You have a carrot to ask for your vote because they want your vote, but you don't really have a stick. So they're like, maybe I'll go for that carrot. Maybe I'll stay out in these Republican neighborhoods where I know I'm going to get more votes. I don't see how 3 Republican candidates are going to be. Well, they're going to fight. They're going to beat up each other to be the primary winner.
Yep. So
hopefully they'll engage their base of Republicans, but I don't know if they can take on a Maura Healey.
I don't think so. So we got Mike Kennelly. He's a private equity manager. He's a Republican. He declared on April 7th. Brian Shortsleeve. He's a venture capitalist.
I don't know why that made me.
And Michael Minogue. Montague. He's a business consultant.
Now I have to look up all these names and make sure you said them right.
Mike Keneally, Brian Shortsleeve, and Michael Minogue. Yeah.
It's very interesting because, like I said, when I first started this, I saw another Republican governor, somebody running for some Republican governor. He dropped out because he was like, after this situation, the Republicans are making it really hard to be considered here. I don't think any of these are going to fly in Massachusetts. But the people that might be able to get some airtime, like Andrea James, who is going to be coming in here tomorrow, why don't we highlight all candidates?
Right.
Period.
Well,
we saw
when
this
you
in the
say
mayor's
we
rate
is
too.
I know you're not speaking French, but we is an interesting term because some people only recognize those that think that they have a shot at winning.
Okay.
Right? Some people are deemed fringe candidates. So there's ways you can tell by how much money that they're going to raise, how much money that average race costs. You can ask Google how much does a Massachusetts gubernatorial race usually cost, and it'll give you a number. And if any of these candidates aren't even close to it or aren't projected to be close to it, then they're not really a serious candidate. I do little things like if I see a gubernatorial candidate shooting a video for their campaign and they're holding their phone, I'm like, oh, they don't have a staff person, they don't have a body person. Not saying that that's a wonderful tell, but it's little signs like that to see if they're really feasible, if they have a machine that's capable of reaching across the entire state and getting enough votes to be a serious challenger.
Okay.
And I don't think they do yet. So I think Maura Healey probably wins again. My concern is not only just the Republicans and Democrats, but you get a Democrat like Maura Healey or even a Mayor Wu, or sometimes Congress people as well, even Democratic Congress people, and rather than focus on their race and their district and their constituents, Donald Trump and all their.
Oh, you're breaking up. Damn it. Shake it. Shake it a little bit. Oh, it's reconnecting. God damn it. I'm going to have to ask WhatsApp what the problem
is. Is this person's name? Because there's three other people. So there's Connor Gray, Andrea James, and Muhammad Isaac Peter Conconizes Hanino. He sounds like he's covering all races, ethnicities, and everything else. Muhammad Isaac Peter Conconizes Hanino.
Conconizes Hanino.
Wow.
Oh, what are the Conconizes Hanino?
He is multicultural.
Carlos, are you back?
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Now we can hear you. All
okay.
Right.
So those last three candidates are independent candidates, right?
Yes,
those are the independents.
No
They're not in a party.
No party, yeah.
Right. So they have even a harder chance of winning than a Republican because it's a party that's still not really embraced by most people. Most people are still two-party observers. So and I'm not knocking them, I think a lot of them are going to bring up good points, especially Andrea James. She'll probably raise some good issues. She's speaking from a people's platform. Yes, I have heard of her before. I know some of her work in the community. I don't know if it'll translate beyond Boston or statewide. A lot of us that grew up in Boston see Boston as the center of the universe and don't realize there's 350 other towns and cities.
You're so right about that.
And Massachusetts.
We people who live in Boston, we think it's just Boston.
Yeah.
That's so true.
That is very true.
Yeah.
So, that message, when you see somebody from Boston running for a statewide race, how are they going to be welcomed in a town called Sandwich or in Plymouth or Cape Cod or, Methuen and Lowell? All those neighborhoods are voting, and those cities are voting on the governor as well. So does their message reach everybody? Do they have staff to reach out there? It becomes a very, very big race across a lot of,
especially running as
ask her about tomorrow
as an independent too. I guess my other question is there no path towards like these high ticketed seats? Like you don't have to. Clearly you could be anybody and be president of the United States, but like
it's a long path. It's a long path.
Okay.
I mean, you saw Bernie Sanders have to come over to the Democrat side to even run for president. Like people are just not. The larger the race in terms of higher up federal or state, the less people are inclined to look at. They're more inclined to vote on party lines and less inclined to look at the individual person.
Okay.
When you get to city politics, then people kind of take the time to go, oh, I met that person. I like that person. I'm not really too much concerned about their party line. I'm more concerned about who they are. But when you get to state levels and stuff like that, the party line becomes the most important. A lot of times becomes the most important because that's who's going to fund you, the Democratic Party, the Republican Party. The machine gets behind you if you're part of a party. If you're independent, that machine is not quite as established. So it's a much longer road. We might be, talking another decade before you even see that party rise or ranked choice voting might come in and do away with the need for independent party. So we'll see.
No, this is Charlene. We're talking about the gubernatorial race. I guess my other question is when the cards are stacked up against, and we'll ask her again about these questions, because the same thing I feel like happened to, somebody like Domingos and stuff, although he was pretty well known around where he is. When it's stacked against you, is it not a better strategy for maybe going for smaller races and building your name, your brand up in order to get, even if it's just city council, state rep, like having that title behind you puts you in a...
If I put my consulting hat on, that's exactly what I would advise.
Oh, okay.
Whether it was a Domingos or Andrea James, politics is very personal in terms of the fact that people run because they believe in themselves and others start to believe in their leadership.
Yeah.
However, there's still science to it. There's still an amount of money that's required to meet or timeline required to meet the amount of voters and win a certain amount of votes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think certain people jump for seats that they understand the policy that seat controls, and they understand what they would do if they were governing in that seat. But governing is much different than getting elected.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't have the knowledge and don't get it or seek it or understand that there's a whole different process to getting elected as there is to writing laws and executing laws.
Yeah.
And some people bite off more than they can chew. I can be very popular in my own neighborhood and everybody knows me when I walk to the pizza shop. But if you drop me in Austin, Brighton, nobody knows who the hell I am.
Yeah. And I guess it's a
city of 500,000 people.
I don't like to discourage people, and I don't even want to set it up to feel like it is but it is really an underdog type of situation. Like if you think you can make it, you're going to really go for it, and you're going to give it your all, you're going to pray about it and stuff like that. But when the road ahead of you is so crazy, I would honestly always be like, let me just build up my little brand first, get some name recognition out there. And then after that, when I start to get a little leeway, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm just going to jump into that. I would even go from city councilor to governor if that means that I got a little time to spread my message or to be on a stage or to say, hey, look at me. I'm this person.
That's why kids start out in Pop Warner and Pee Wee Sports before they get to JV. And then they go from JV to varsity, then to college, and that's why college is broken up into D3, D2, D1 before you go semi-pro and pro. There's levels to it.
It's so interesting how the sports world got that right, but the politics world still can't get it right because look at Donald Trump.
Politics, most people get it right. There's some people just jump past their level and they end up learning it the hard way, unfortunately, because you have a finite timeline of when you can run. And you have people that come on board and maybe their expectations are not level set. So maybe they think you can win and maybe they're let down when you don't. And maybe they check out of the system because they're like, oh, this system doesn't reward good people, when you weren't really going to be able to win to begin with because you raised $50,000 in a race that cost $1 million. And so that's important. Yeah. Like I don't want to get into a fight with a millionaire if I only have $50,000. I'm not going to win that fight.
That type of thing in the city council race too. The people who had like $250 in their account running like.
I mean, them $250 people are still running for Congress now. So
Right, but don't let it. Don't this is because they're doing it. Don't let them make you think it's okay or that you're going to win that way.
Yeah,
because I guess you can, like I said, you can Google it.
If you look at things that this is a way to get your name out there in the first place, so then you can run again.
Yeah,
and whatever. So,
but it doesn't work like that either.
Very, very interesting. Yeah, I mean, let me tell you something. It would never be me.
I can't do it. Yeah.
It would never be me.
No.
I just don't have that.
The type of resiliency it needs to do that.
I don't have that fortitude, any kind of testicular or otherwise. I don't have to do any kind of politics.
Yeah, and it takes an ego. You gotta really have an ego. Could be good or bad, but you gotta have a big ego to believe that you can lead people and lead them to whatever destination. You know what I mean? And it does take resilience to be able to get up every day. In a coursework that I teach, I tell people, like, as a candidate, you have to wake up every day smiling, right?
Yep.
If I greet you for your vote or for some money or to get you to volunteer, if I'm not in a good mood, my energy rubs off on you. You're like, oh no, I'm not volunteering for that
I
person or
don't
voting
like
for that
them.
person.
Yeah.
And you got to reset that every day, even on your bad days, even on your cold days. You got to be out. You got to be smiling. You got to be personable. So it is a lot of, in terms of personal resilience to run for office, run for public office.
Well, good luck to everybody that's out there in the world doing this hard work, because it is hard. Carlos, thank you again.
But not just them. But not just them. The people the real work is y'all. Especially like if you're showing up to that meeting on Monday, February 2nd, around a parcel like P3, like that is your local community politics. It gets no more local than that.
That's where it counts.
If we can't do that, you can't do anything else. You cannot elect a mayor of color. You cannot break through these glass ceilings if you're not going to attend a community meeting in mass numbers to make the elected officials, whether they agree with you or disagree with you, understand your power. If you don't show up, then you don't get counted.
If you don't show up, shut up.
Yep. Hey, that's it. Yeah. That's it right there. I like that. Show up or shut up.
Yeah. That's it.
T-shirt.
They're gonna keep talking anyway. They're gonna be quiet while Debo's there, but when Debo gone, they're gonna talk again.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go. How's the weather where you at?
Accountable. I'm freezing. Y'all can't see it, but I'm in here holding shivers in. Shoulders are constant.
Did y'all get snow? A lot of snow?
Oh, I'm looking out the window at about 14. Hold on.
Wow. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
It's about 14 inches fell yesterday. I was out there 3 shifts.
Wow.
And the salt's not even melting the ice. It's just sitting on the ice like seasoning out here. It's not even melting the ice.
Terrible. Well, Carlos, again, thank you so much for your time and explaining things to do with us. We'll most likely see you later on this week just to go over something, probably every day this week. I don't know, Carlos, you might just need to be on call because we will be talking to Andrea James tomorrow, who's running for governor, and then Nick Collins later on this week. We'll confirm and let you guys know ahead of time.
And I think we had talked about having Councilor Worrell back to talk about some of his wins around the tax bills as well.
Which I'm excited to get into as well. So we will, maybe we can schedule all of them. Maybe even 2
Yeah, we might have a chock full week in the next 2 weeks. So people stay tuned into Spark FM.
Yeah, it's important that we talk about these things so you guys know what's going on. So make sure that you guys join us all this week, and especially on Tuesdays when we get down and dirty with local politics. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I like the way you did that.
Carlos, we'll see you later. We're going to do these headlines real quick and see what else is going on in the world. And no commercial break. Thank you, Carlos. You can log off when you're ready.
Thank you.
You're
Bye,
welcome.
Carlos.
Hey, peace, bro.
Bye.
Just a quick headline news. See what's going on. Border Patrol Commander Bovino, Greg Bovino, and some agents plan to leave Minneapolis. However, they did get deported. Not deported.
They got kicked out.
They got demoted. Greg Bovino has to go back to California and cover the border like he was before because it's ungood for him to be in the streets because ain't nobody want him around to say anything, and they got to go.
Like the mayor said, get the F out of Minnesota.
Yeah, you got to go. You got to go. We do not want you here. We'll figure it out ourselves, but you and your peoples have got to get out of here.
Who the hell brought him there in the first place? Who made that decision? Holman, right?
Kirsty Noem, probably.
No, Kirsty Noem got put to the side, and Holman went in there to take over.
Well, Holman has come back right now. I think he might be the same level as the Greg Bovino.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I know that they're all over there a bunch of ass clowns, and I hate them all.
Bunch of ass clowns.
Southwest Airlines officially ends long-standing open seating model and begins their plus-size pricing change.
What?
Plus size?
Plus size.
Oh, Pastor Troy is going to be very sad to hear this because he loves him some Southwest.
What? He's going to be sad he can't sit wherever he wants?
Yes.
Oh, my.
Southwest Airlines is officially ending 2 signature policies that have long set the carrier apart from its competitors. Starting Tuesday, the controversial policies announced last year will raise ticket prices for plus-size passengers and also end the airline's decades-old open seating arrangement. Southwest first announced in July 2025 that it would end its open seating policy, partly to boost revenue and in response to what is described as passengers' growing preference for purchasing premium seating options.
What did we love about the open seating?
That you just get to go on whenever you feel like it. There was nothing special about the open seating at all.
Oh, okay.
You get there early, you probably get your choice of every seat. You get there late, you might as well bust your seat.
What do you mean open seating?
That means you don't have a seat number. You just go in and sit where you want.
Even first class?
No, first class you got to be.
I don't think
premium.
they had a first class.
Oh, I don't think so either. Seat options now include standard, preferred, and extra legroom. The airline is also shifting from an ABC groups, which numbered positions models, to a new boarding system using groups 1 through 8. Customers who encroach upon the neighboring seats should proactively purchase the needed number of seats prior to travel to ensure the additional seat is available. How are you going to enforce that? Like, what if I don't believe that I need 2 seats? What if I know that my little egg roll, my little side roll goes over just a little bit, but I don't need a whole extra seat for it?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to determine if I need 2 seats? And
They weighing people when they go on
that's what I'm
plane?
saying. If you start weighing people before you got on the airplane, you're doing too much.
I dare them to.
You're doing too much.
I dare you.
Now
to
everybody
tell me that
got
I
to
need
load
buy
on
them
like
to-
the suitcase. Make sure that you fit within a certain number of kilograms.
Can you believe that? Oh my gosh.
I didn't know you could sit anywhere on that.
Is Southwest the first airline to do this weight management
I think
plan?
If a passenger does not pre-reserve an extra seat and is determined to need one, the airline will provide a complimentary additional seat only if space is available. If the flight is full, the passenger will be rebooked on another flight with available seating. In addition, if the determination is made after boarding, the passenger may be required to deplane for rebooking. Nigga, you're not taking me off the plane because I'm fat.
You're going to have to wrestle my fat ass.
And here though, this is the old plus size rule. The old plus size rule is if you're plus size, you can buy 2 tickets. If the plane isn't fully booked, you get the second seat refunded.
Oh, really?
Oh,
wow.
That makes a little.
So they've always had a plus size rule?
Wow.
No. I mean, I guess if you are, I know, I don't want to make comparisons because I'm going to get me canceled. But like if I look at you and I determine that you might need 2 seats, that's a good indicator.
Who gonna tell me? Who gonna tell me?
Who gonna tell me? Who gonna check me?
Who gonna say it to me?
Ma'am.
That is rude.
Ma'am, you will need to purchase another seat. You trying to call me fat? That's a fight.
I wonder if they got sued a lot for that. Because that's crazy.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Don't tell me I'm too fat and need 2 seats.
You're not gonna take me off the plane. You might have to charge me extra, but you're not fat shaming me off the plane. I'm not doing a walk of fat shame off the plane. You're not doing it, and I'm suing and emotional distress, discrimination, racism, bigotry, all of it.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if they got sued a lot. If that ever happened, that's wild work.
That is very crazy. Body of a last remaining hostage retrieved from Gaza. So now they got the all clear to keep bombing the place until they level it so they can make the Gaza dome, the Gaza paradise. Effing crazy. Google settles lawsuit for $68 million following allegations of secretly recording smartphone users. Ain't they doing that anyways?
I thought that's what it does. I thought that's what it was.
I thought Google and all of them had all of it. Elon Musk done took all of our information, so don't worry about Google.
Exactly. That's
right.
Google's need to be the last one.
But Google got all the information too.
Yeah, I mean, because we put all our information in that stuff.
Google knows what I'm thinking, all the questions that I have in my head.
Sure
I'm pretty
does.
sure it can formulate who I am by now.
Sure does.
Shit. All of my
knows your
ridiculous
life.
thoughts that I don't know the answers to.
But they were secretly recording people.
Yeah.
I need a piece of that 68
Me
million.
too. This is $13 settlement.
Each one of y'all will get a check for $5. There you go.
Reggae drumming legend Sly Dunbar dead at 73.
Yeah. And who legendary Sly and Robbie.
Oh, Sly Dunbar from
Yeah.
Sly and Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So they have the rhythms like What's one of my favorite rhythms?
What was
Mission Impossible.
Yes. Okay, so that because I knew there was like a very famous one
Yeah.
that was very, very well known. So yes, he passed.
They'd have also the Foundation, Beanie Man. They have a couple of iconic rhythms. So definitely rest in peace to Sly and Robbie. Sly out of Sly and Robbie production duo.
Yeah.
Kiki Wyatt asked for prayers as she reveals her baby has been in the hospital since Christmas. This is the last of the 16? The ones that
11.
11.
It's only 11 children.
Sorry. 11.
Yes. And what's sad about this one is this one was diagnosed with trisomy 13 when she was pregnant, and she still chose to go through with the pregnancy, and now the child has been sick.
Her last couple of kids have been a little sick, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's hard.
Yeah.
To say, and even the way that I said it, I don't really like. But so this child has been sick and has been in the hospital since Christmas Eve.
Wow.
At this point.
Poor baby.
Yeah.
Reunion on the way. Beyonce and Rihanna set to stop being frenemies as their husbands are acting as peacemakers. What was the beef?
I never knew that there was one.
Me either. I always wondered how come they weren't more
closer.
Yeah.
Because Rihanna signed to Rock Nation. Which is Jay-Z's label.
Right.
And,
I don't know. I think it says so in the story.
Jay and Rocky are very close friends and are missing their bromance terribly. So it really sucks for them that their wives don't mesh anymore. Radar Online can reveal, so they've decided they're going to force some peace talks. According to the Insider, the two rappers have been reluctant to intervene in their wives' feud. They both have very strong-willed women to contend with and didn't want to rock the boat. Originally, they'd hoped their hitmaker was blah, blah, blah. Rihanna and Beyonce are still very icy towards each other and would prefer not to be. What? It happened.
The same room, Bey seems to believe the Umbrella singer has betrayed her trust, and Beyonce is very into loyalty. If you're loyal to her, she'll be loyal to you to death, but betray her once and she's done. Somewhere along the way, Rihanna lost that. What happened? Loyalty line has been crossed.
They said that they wouldn't confirm or deny there's a problem. The main issue appears to be Rihanna's friendship with Jason Lee, the founder of the controversial celebrity gossip site Hollywood Unlocked. Lee has made hurtful comments about the Crazy in Love singer and the 99 Problems rapper, even claiming on his podcast that he knows some shocking secrets about them. He doesn't say anything concrete about them that may be denied. Instead, he just insinuates that he has dirt on them, which is even more shady, the Insider pointed out. And it's the Diamond singer friendship with Lee that has tarnished their relationship with Queen Bey. To Beyonce, it's hugely disloyal, so it's hard to imagine Jay is going to be able to do a lot about that, said the source. The only hope is for Rocky can get Rihanna to apologize and dump Lee as a friend, so the mission is really in his hands. Jay's job is just to soften Beyonce so she's receptive to apologies.
Is this article real?
I don't know. And while I was reading
it on the AI, it say that Jason Lee have an issue on the AI too. It says a whole bunch of reasons, but yeah. It's complicated.
I don't see Rihanna apologizing.
I don't see that either at all. She's
You
a
don't see
Bayesian
Rihanna?
woman. She's a Bayesian woman, and I don't believe that they are
I don't
very
see
into
her
that.
apologizing for anything. Like, what are you kidding me?
It's my friend.
Right.
And I understand Beyonce's role too. Like, if you just don't mesh well, if you don't F with that friend and they always around each other, then, then we just, we can be courteous.
That they may have an up and coming project in 2026 at Copacabana Beach in Brazil.
Okay.
So
Rihanna and Beyonce?
Mm-hmm,
okay.
I would go to that concert.
Maybe.
I like it.
In Brazil?
In Brazil.
Okay.
Copacabana.
Very nice. Good for that. I'd like to go to that.
Alleged Trende Aragua members among 31 charged in ATM malware case, and as they should be deported to El Salvador.
Yeah.
Not that I would want them to, but I think the law states that they should go. So I'm not saying that they should. I don't want no problems, Trende Aragua.
Your friend.
Rapper Ye apologizes for anti-Semitic comments in full page ad. He went on to say about, them not paying attention to him medically, which resulted in some brain damage and some bipolar activity, and him feeling like life was so hard for him, and when he's bipolar and manic, you know, like he says things that not okay. He apologized to the Jewish community. He apologized to the black community.
He said he was
apologized
having
to
a
everybody.
manic episode for 5 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the clip.
Yeah, let's go to it.
All right.
Let's see, because I'm interested in y'all's opinion about this.
All right, here goes the clip.
People. You probably remember over the last couple of years, Ye said a lot of anti-Semitic things, a lot of racist things. At one point, he showed T-shirts with swastikas on them. He had previously apologized for his anti-Semitism, then took that apology back before this apology now. And in this ad, he says his behavior stems from an undiagnosed brain injury caused by a car crash he was in 25 years ago.
Oh.
We should note the timing of this here, just a few days before his 12th album is set to drop. Chloe Malas is covering this one for us. I think some of the reaction has been interesting to this too, including from the Anti-Defamation League and from others as well.
You know, Hallie, it's complicated. I have covered Kanye West for 17 years. And when I was at CNN, I did, a really in-depth report at the time that Kanye had planned to name an album of his Hitler. I think that a lot of people are struggling with this public open letter, this apology coming from Kanye West, because like you pointed out, Hallie, he has apologized in the past. And in this, he writes, to those I've hurt, he says, bipolar disorder comes with its own defensive system, denial. When you're manic, you don't think you're sick. Everyone else is overreacting. But I will say that Kanye West, now Ye, he has said multiple times very publicly that he does not suffer from bipolar disorder. He's actually said that he suffers from autism, or that he has autism, that he has other issues, but that this was not one of them. So he was very public about saying that he did not suffer from bipolar disorder.
So
and
now
now he's saying a few days before his new album is coming out that he is not a Nazi, that he loves the Jewish people. And it makes you wonder, is he being sincere? It's all come down to him wanting to sell albums, Hallie.
Is he saying that he has CTE?
Pretty much.
Oh, wow.
That's what it sounds like, because I'm confused.
Pretty much.
I don't think it's CT.
It's jackassery. That's what it is.
It's country.
Tomfoolery.
Somebody made it plain. She says the Kanye West apology and the response to it keep me bringing back to this case when I was working as a CNA. I once cared for a client whose mother had tried to kill her. She had a mental breakdown and drugged herself and her child, then attempted to drown her in the bathtub. When that didn't work, she took more drugs, put her disabled child in the car, and intentionally crashed into a tree. According to the chart, the courts ordered that the mother was never allowed to have unsupervised contact with the child again. Even after the mother got sober, sought therapy, and appeared stable and healthy, a judge still determined that too much harm had already been done and the risk was too great. So to ever trust with her with the unsupervised child's access to the child and believe the decision was fair. I say that because I really resonated with that. Kanye West has done way too much damage for people to be like, oh, look at him apologizing. He's so sorry. He's getting the help. That's what we prayed for. I don't care how good he gets, how much better that he has. He should not have access to platforms, to the community, to money, to any of that anymore. He should be sat down somewhere, go live your life and apologize by yourself with you and your wife, and you can have visitation of your kids supervised. Other than that, you can keep that.
Kanye West is a domestic terrorist. He has terrorized
100%
us for way too long.
Yeah.
And it's the length of time, it's quantity and quality of what he has done that is unforgivable. He needs to be canceled. I don't want to hear about Kanye West.
Me either. Yep. I'm not one of those people. I am firm on my belief that he's got to go sit down.
Yeah, be changed.
Yeah.
That's great. I don't want to hear
for
from
you
ever again. Go sit in
He
the
always
corner.
seems to come out with these things when an album drops.
I'm glad that she made that easy comparison that I didn't even think about.
Yeah.
You got an album dropping, your album sales and your merch sales have been very, very low since you got crazy.
Yeah.
And now you think an apology and I got brain damage is gonna be like, oh yeah, let me go buy his album because I might hear some real shit on that.
Don't
Whatever.
tell us you got brain damage. We knew your brain was damaged when you started talking.
Bong. Blindside starred Quentin Aaron on life support after severe blood infection. Wife says he's a fighter. Oh damn. Who that?
The real guy from The Blind Side, that movie with
the
Sandra.
football guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
with
no.
Sandra Barber.
Yeah, Sandra Barber. She's more annoying than some NFL fans turn on Cardi B as her wild celebrations hit levels only seen by one pop star. It doesn't matter if she's annoying or not. I don't care your opinion.
They don't say the same thing about Taylor Swift.
Exactly.
She makes raw chicken music. I don't understand why they
raw chicken music.
Raw Taylor Swift.
I came over like a wrecking ball.
Not her.
That's
never
Miley
her.
Cyrus.
It's never gonna be her. It's never gonna be Taylor Swift.
No, not even. I think that's Katy Perry.
That's Katy Perry.
No,
That's
it's
Katy
not.
Perry.
It's Miley
It's
Cyrus.
one of them white girls.
Yeah, same person.
They all the same.
No, it's Miley
They all
Cyrus.
look the
It's Miley
same.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
R. Kelly's projected release from prison has been announced.
What?
I want to be surprised.
Talking about.
Be surprised.
For a long time, it's been reported that disgraced R&B singer R. Kelly was going to be getting out of jail in 2045. Well, it seems those projections are being solidified as the 59-year-old will indeed have to wait another 19
years.
Before he's a free man.
19
December
years.
21st remains as the specific date as well per a report from CBS obtained. Bruh, sit down.
Like, where you going, Ara? Ara, sit down and serve your time. Just be nice. Maybe you can get out with some good behavior. or
60.
something.
He won't get out till he's over 80 years old. Sir, set it down. Relax in there.
I also think that that's a lot of time where he got.
He already served like 10 years.
Yeah, that's a lot of.
It's a remix of ignition. He better learn how to fix an ignition, goddammit.
I'm saying though, Ja Cure and everybody else is making albums. Ara, just do your album. We gonna
He
buy
released
it.
one. He did one last year, remember?
R. Kelly?
Yeah, he released one over the phone, I think.
Wasn't it his
Over the
confession
phone.
album?
Or was it a couple of singles?
Maybe I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I had did it.
Yeah, something like that.
I could have done it.
He just make one say, F it, I did it. You gonna be there for 19 years, bro.
You serving the time. Just let us know what happened, how
When
it
was
happened.
this case?
Huh?
When did he get?
He's been there for a minute.
Yeah, maybe like 7 years.
Yeah.
About before COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing.
8-year-old gets a Grammy nomination. Good for them. David, associate,
This guy.
the David associate is arrested for failing to report as a witness to Celeste Rivas case, and the singer reportedly likely to be indicted.
Can you understand me why he has not been?
Why?
Understand me why?
When I saw this video, this thing, what is going on?
What
This
is-
man
is
killed that
happening?
girl. Let me see. A close associate of David. So if you don't know who David was, David is an African singer whose car,
The body of a
there-
girl was found in one of his cars.
Yes,
Yeah.
a body of an underage girl was found dead in the trunk of his car after he went on
Deteriorated and dead.
after he went on vacation somewhere. David has not, to my knowledge, David has not even been questioned.
He hasn't even been questioned about it. Like what? Who does he have working for? What African tribe does he have doing the thing for him? Chicken bone. Like seriously, sorry.
The
I'm
dark
sorry.
cloud surrounding singer David has grown significantly more mysterious as the investigation into the horrific death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez intensifies. A close associate of the singer was apprehended across state lines, and new legal development suggests that the romantic homicide singer.
I
read that right? Check and
That
see.
must be a song he got or something.
Oh, that's crazy.
Romantic homicide.
That's the
Yeah,
name
that
of
must
one
be
of
a
his
song.
songs, and he has not been questioned about the death of the girl in his
Remember before?
drug.
Remember, didn't he make a music video about
death.
Yeah.
About killing somebody, putting them in their
Putting
car.
him in his car.
Singer is itching closer to a formal indictment. Why? According to NBC Los Angeles, Neo Langston, a 23-year-old friend of the singer, was arrested in January 22nd in Lewis and Clark County, Montana. Langston was reportedly held on an out-of-state warrant after failing to appear as a witness in the Los Angeles proceedings. A witness to what crime if y'all are not even arresting or looking at him?
Yeah, so he got a song called Romantic Homicide.
You know what? I'm gonna leave now because I'm.
You gotta talk.
I'm gonna
Just so you guys
myself.
know, as previously reported, the details of the David and Celeste case remain some of the most disturbing in recent Hollywood history. Celeste, who disappeared from some lake in April of 2024 at just 13 years old, was missing for months before her severely decomposed body was found inside a Tesla registered to the singer. The vehicle had been abandoned in the Hollywood Hills for over a month, emitting a strong odor that eventually led tow yard workers to open the front trunk and find her remains in a bag. As TMZ reported, the grand jury recently heard testimony from Robert Somebody, David's manager and record label executive. He testified for several days, revealing a shocking level of internal knowledge regarding the timeline. While David's friends claimed they believed Celeste was a 19-year-old USC student, citing her use of fake IDs to enter age-restricted events, the reality of the connection was more intimate. Authorities confirmed that the 15-year-old and the singer were in a relationship prior to her disappearance. The two even shared matching tattoos on their right index finger, a detail that has become a haunting symbol of the secrets kept
During the David and Celeste saga.
Yeah. Fox 11 reported that it is likely that David will face murder charges, while the medical examiner is still working to finalize a cause of death due to the advanced state of decomposition. Why isn't he in custody? It's just what I want to know.
He's gonna claim a Brian Walsh and say he disposed of the body but did not kill her.
And we see how that worked out for Brian Walsh.
They said that the prosecutors believe that he did not act alone in disposing of the body.
That's crazy.
I gotta go at 11.
Yeah, and Beyonce drops Racy Valentine's collection with a rock and roll source, so that probably is what genre of music she will be moving into for her next album.
What, Valentine?
Rock and roll.
Oh,
yes, rock and roll.
She doing it all.
Yeah, she do it all. She do a little genre from everybody.
She Tina Turner now.
With that said, everybody, that is the show for today. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow. We'll be talking to Andrea James, who will be running for governor of Massachusetts alongside Maura Healey and the 3 Republican white men.
And Muhammad Hafanzi Kananzi Fazanzi.
You guys be blessed. Don't be stressed, and we'll see you later. Daniel, are you coming tomorrow? No, you're back at school tomorrow.
I'm leaving tomorrow around like midday.
Oh, around midday. So Daniel might be back. He might not. But he will be back in the summer. We're kidnapping him. With that said, you guys be blessed. Have a good day. Be warm and stay safe out there.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rock